job that nobody's ever seen anything like it. It was a good idea we came up with, and we're doing a sealer and then some very intricate work with modern materials, and it's going to look better than it did in 1922 when it was built. It was built in 1922, and it had granite pavers. It was granite, various materials on top. The size is it's almost, I guess it's over 2,000 feet, 2,400 feet long. That's taller than any building in the world, if you lay it on its side, and very big. The surface was bad, the leaking was bad. These workers are the most fantastic people. You know, Doug Burgum, he's in charge of it. He's the head of interior and done a great job. And I was getting complaints from people saying that it wasn't good. This is a number of months ago, and I called Doug, and he agreed. They spent a fortune. President Obama spent $38 million, closed it for 2.5 years. It was a construction nightmare, a construction mess. When they opened it, it didn't work, and it leaked. It was a disaster. And but I know how to build, and we worked with Doug and Interior and Parks, and these guys have been fantastic. So we're putting a beautiful surface on. It's called, the coloring it's like a swimming pool, but industrial strength, much stronger. And I think you're going to see something that's amazing. Very interesting is we took they took 12 garbage trucks full of garbage that was under the water that people didn't see, but they knew it was there. It was a real mess. And you're going to have basically industrial strength. It's going to last, I would say, 50 years. It's going to last a long time. And you'll have no leak, guaranteed no leak. And it's going to be something very special. And it's going to be a beautiful color. The color was never good because basically it had a gray stone underneath, whether it was the concrete or the granite. It was a gray stone. And now we actually picked the color. It's called American Flag Blue. And so you can't do better than that. And so we had estimates to fix it of about $355 million. And it was going to take 3.5 years. You can see by the size of it. And so we're going to be able to do it for about $1.8 million, and it's going to take 1 week. And we'll be finished, I guess. I'm going to give them a little more time. Let's give it 2 weeks, but a lot of the hard work is done. The beautiful work is now. The application is really the fun. The sidewalk surfaces, they're fixing that too. They're having it repointed, refixed. It's going to be like actually much better than new. It's much more beautiful than it was new because it never had the color people wanted, but now it's going to have the great color. So it's going to be good. It's going to last many, many years, and it's going to have no leaks, going to have no problems. It's going to be clean and beautiful. And I want to thank Doug Burgum, the job he's done, and we're working on some other jobs that are great. We're working on the back terrace of the Lincoln Memorial. That was supposed to be the main entrance, but they built 2 roadways behind it. So it never had access to the Potomac, and we're working on that. We have a beautiful plan for that, the Lincoln Memorial, and we have other things. Also, I guess you want to talk about what you're most proud of is underneath the Lincoln Memorial. Do you want to discuss that?
Well, underneath the Lincoln Memorial, it's built on essentially arches or stilts like a cathedral. So there's an undercroft 80 feet high that's only been filled with junk and graffiti from back when it was built in 1922. This summer, there's been a long vision, but with President Trump's leadership and support of donors, they're opening a undercroft museum, which will tell a great story, hold great documents coming as part of the 250th anniversary. So 15,000 of the 50,000, there's a 50,000 foot cavern underneath the Lincoln. 15,000 will be opening as a new museum on June 23rd of this year as part of Freedom 250. And again, we've never had a president like President Trump who's cared more, invested more, or put more time and attention into everything about them all. When he drives around, if he sees something, he calls us. We call the Amazing National Park Service. They're on it. They fix it up. That's why we're fixing over 19 fountains around the city. That's why we've eliminated over 1,000 graffiti sites. Under President Trump's leadership, we've taken care of 82 homeless camps that were in the city when he was elected. Making D.C. safe and beautiful. Crime is down, beauty is up, all because of President Trump's leadership.
So very big, thank you, Doug. great job. Your people are fantastic. The whole Department of Interior, the parks, have just been amazing, and the police.
Yes.
The police have been incredible. You know, we have a very safe city now. We didn't have a safe city when I first took second term. It was a disaster what happened, and we now have a very safe city. People walk around, they love it. Frankly, doing this would be no good if we didn't have a safe city, but the crime, I think it's down about 88%, something like that, and Memphis too. And if you go down to New Orleans, we spent, I guess we're in the fifth month, and we have it down about 78%. It's going down to 90%. Memphis is way down. But DC, I don't know, it's the capital, and we had a very, very terrible crime right here. And